Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Much appreciated you guys taking a few minutes out of your day to check the video out. And I'd like to invite everybody also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please take a second, hit that subscribe button. Much appreciated. It's free and easy. If I say something you don't like, you can always unsubscribe at any time. And also, to get notifications, hit that little bell next to the subscribe button and it'll give you notifications when my videos pop up. Much appreciated. So today we're going to have a conversation, a little bit of a talk on how to catch a mega bag, how to catch a big bag of fish, because I don't think a lot of bass anglers out there have really caught a truly big bag of fish. You know, everybody's had good days here and there, but to catch a really, like a once in a lifetime or you know, once a year bag of fish, you got to have three key elements involved in order to make that happen. And if you leave out any one of those three elements, you simply can't put it together. So today I want to cover those three elements. And those three elements are, you have to be at the right place, you have to have the right technique, and your timing has to be right. You got to have all three of those coming together. And I'm going to sort of run you guys through what you need to look for when you do that. First of all, in order to a big bag of fish is relative to where you fish at, because if you're fishing in Clear Lake in Florida, where they catch 40-pound bags of fish, that's one situation. But if you fish a lake like Lake Norman in North Carolina, where you know a 3-pounder is a good one, a mega bag at Lake Norman could be 20 pounds. So you sort of have to adjust your expectations on what a mega bag is where you're at. Guys, you guys out there that live in those big fish areas, all you dudes that live in California and Florida and some parts of, California, some parts of Florida and Texas, you guys have big fish to fish for. And it's very, very difficult to catch a 10-pound bass outside of those three places. Yeah, Lake Chickamauga, it's got some big ones in it, but overall, you're not going to catch those big, giant, mega bag, 40-pound bags of fish unless you're in California, Florida, or Texas. But that doesn't mean you can still can't catch a big bag of fish for where you fish at. And everything's the same. The system that I'm going to give you guys is the same. First of all, let's talk about the right place. In order to catch a big bag of fish, it's usually off of a spot. Very seldom do you catch really big bags of fish running any type of pattern. It can happen, but it's extremely rare. Most of the time, what you have to look for to catch those really big stringers of bass are some type of area that pull in a lot of bass into one specific area. It could be some type of a drop off on a point. It could be a point of a grass bed. It could be a short stretch of grass. It could be a short row of boat docks. It could be a bay that the fish are spawning in. Have some big spawners up there. It can be some type of a staging area. You have to identify those type of areas that those big fish move up onto. So think in terms of that. Is when you're looking for a big fish, you know, think in terms of you know, finding that sweet magical spot. And when I'm talking about one spot, I don't mean you're going to catch all those fish, you know, on one place where you don't move the boat. I'm talking about, it can be an area, the spot can be a small area that has a lot of the right type of cover that comes together. Second with that is the timing on it. In order to catch a big bag of fish, you have to be there at the right time. Most of your big mega bags are going to come either in the pre-spawn, in the spawn, or the early post-spawn. Those are the times when you're going to catch them. The big pre-spawners, that's probably when you have a chance, your best chance to catch a really mega bag of fish is during the pre-spawn. If you can catch them on those pre-spawn staging areas, you know, the channel banks, the, you know, bluff intersections, again, main and secondary points, grass beds, that type of stuff. You know, it's just those areas where those big fish are moving up the stage to get ready to spawn. Secondly, you know, during the spawn, you have an opportunity to catch a big bag of fish too if the fish are actually bedding. You know, Dean Rojas set the biggest 5-fish limit ever recorded in bass fishing history, all on bedfish. You know, that's an option too, although the window's a lot smaller. And then The other time is during the post spawn, when you have those fish move out onto hard structure. And this is when you get those mega bags deep cranking on Alabama rigs, when those fish move out on those, you know, first breaks, those first drops, point ends and sides, that type of stuff, usually in May, late May or June. That's sort of the window. So if you're looking for a mega bag of fish, you know, you have to be in those areas that those fish live in during that time frame. You know, that's when 90% of your big mega bags are going to come. Thirdly, with that is the technique. There's only a handful of techniques that are going to produce giant bags of fish. And the best techniques for that are going to be things like big swim baits during the pre-spawn, some type of deep diving crankbait in the post-spawn. It gets down there. You know, football head jig possibly is going to catch a big bag of fish. Carolina rig can catch a big bag of fish, big worms, that type of stuff. You've got to fish the bigger baits to catch the bigger fish. There's truth to that. So once you do have all of these elements come together, you got to fish those techniques that have the potential to produce those mega bags of fish. And the problem, and the reason, not a problem, but the reason a lot of people don't catch mega bags is they don't have those three elements come together, because they may have two of the elements, like the area and the time, right, but instead of staying with those baits that are not getting many bites, but they're catching big ones, they'll tend to try something that can produce a big fish for a little bit, don't get some bites, they switch to something that doesn't produce the size of fish, and they take their odds of catching a mega bag way down. So those are the three things, guys. If you want to catch a mega bag of fish, the advice I'd give you, you know, fish during the pre-spawn, the spawn, and the post-spawn. Fish those areas and study those type of areas that those big fish use and stage in on, and fish your big baits. Fish those baits that are notorious for catching those big fish, and that'll, you know, get you your mega bags. I'll give you guys just a real brief, you know, history of my mega bags that I've caught in the past. The mega bags that I have caught have come on slow rolling a big 1 ounce spinnerbait before, you know, over deeper grass. They've came on flipping jigs into heavy cover, you know, mats, that type of stuff, you know, heavy bushes, willows, that type of stuff. And they've come deep cranking with deep diving crankbaits. Those are the three type of techniques and baits that have produced my bigger fish. And the spinnerbait fish came in the pre-spawn, the jig fish came during the spawn, and the big crankbait mega bags came during the post spawn. So just a few tips out there, guys. Like I said, if you want to catch big ones, fish for big ones, and hope you guys enjoyed the tip, and we'll be back soon with another one. See you.